Pollution is commonly known as any impurity released into the environment that causes adverse changes. It comes in a variety of forms, such as land, water, and air pollution, each with varying levels of severity. It is a concept that none other than humans have created, and unfortunately, the amount will only continue to rise for the foreseeable future. This is an important topic for obvious reasons. The environment is slowly deteriorating. If our habits persist, it is hard to determine whether or not the natural habitats that exist today will continue to exist in the future. There are many ways to avoid this deterioration, but it would take the majority of the population to make these changes. Organizations such as Greenpeace advocate the use of more green methods of conducting human activities, but sadly, humans are selfish creatures, so it would be extremely difficult to sway the habits and opinions of the populace. Our only hope is to change our ways, so let's place our faith in future generations to repair the damage we are causing before we extinguish our natural resources.
Pollution is a worldwide pandemic that happens most prominently in areas where industry is large. Pollution has been around since the beginning of time, but hasn't become prominent until the 19th century after the Industrial Revolution. And that is because pollution occurs when the natural environment cannot destroy an element without creating harm or damaging itself. Which, during the Industrial Revolution, with all our creation of cars and just the gas and natural resources we're exhausting, and the fuel emissions dangerously hurt our environment. These kind of environmental changes could be global warming, ozone deterioration, which is extremely scary because once the ozone is damaged, there's no way we can repair it. Deforestation, which will directly affect our food supply because we need forests and greenery to plant. All these things could lead to the serious and most fatal, to say, pollution, which could be species extinction. And with our growing population is a serious concern.
Continuing on from what Hector said, pollution doesn't just affect our environment, but it also affects you, me, and organisms around us. For example, those who are constantly under air pollution have a higher chance for asthma attacks and even other respiratory diseases. Also, heart attack is more prevalent among those who are in highly air polluted areas. Water pollution affects many sea organisms as their habitats are destroyed due to these pollutants. This either results in mass migration or mass extinction, which both result in drastic effects on our ecosystems. Events like these also happen on the surface. And again, this results in either animals trying to move somewhere else or just mass extinction. As humans, we can only hope to become even more environmentally friendly so we can reduce the effects pollutions have on us and those organisms living with us. We can no longer afford to pollute our planet any further, so it's up for us to make a change.